What's up, people lovers? NAC 4 Qualifier 1 around the corner. 48 players will fight for 3 spots. If you can't make it in Qualifier 1, there will be another qualifier and you can play again. So second chances there, trying to guarantee the 10 best players. Obviously, Viper, Hera, TaToH and Liereyy directly invited, so they won't play the qualifier. Let's take a look at the bracket. I basically just put it into 3 separate brackets. The only player remaining here will get a spot into NAC. And I kind of trying to give my predictions, what I think will happen, and also marked really important sets that I think could be extremely interesting in red. That was my first screw up there. And we can take a look at it together. ACCM, obviously the big favorite there. Dragonstar, Freaking Andy could be a really interesting set. I think Freaking Andy is advancing, and that's my first marked set. ACCM, Freaking Andy. Super excited for that one. Ballas should have an easy job in his first round. Miguel against Clement Winchester. All looking pretty solid. And then also MBL Classic Pro there at the bottom already. A pretty good one. Can see an upset there. And then I could potentially see someone getting into real troubles there. Winchester against MBL. Remember, out of ACM, Ballas, Winchester and MBL, only one will qualify in this first qualifier. Pretty damn crazy there. And Winchester MBL, I asked my chat, they were completely split as well. This is so tricky to say. I think no matter who advances there, will have a tough job against ACCM. Looking absolutely hot right now. But as I said earlier, Freaking Andy, crazy performance right now as well. Wouldn't be surprised, especially with the lots of new maps. Map pool 15 maps, lots of them super new. And people might struggle with that. Freaking Andy obviously will be well prepared. Just joined My Insanity, so we'll train together with Magugu, with TaToH, and could be a really tough decision there. I gave the advantage to Winchester now over ACCM, and there anything can happen. I didn't list the last person. I think ACCM is probably the one with the highest chances right now. Going to be a tough one. And as you know, the first round is going to be played Monday till Friday, happening during the week. Open scheduling. Some people already know their times. And then we will have the second and third round as best of fives played on Saturday. That will overlap, but we will have different starting times. And on Sunday, the decider, in this case, if it happened, ACM and Winchester fighting for their spot. Giving us a look into the next bracket. And that's going to be a bracket where we feel like some people that don't make it out here still have a good chance in the second qualifier for sure. Back T versus Hard, my highlight of the first round of 48 there, meeting each other. Going to be a banger for sure, but a super tough draw for whoever wins because Jordan is waiting in the next round. A big of a surprise to me, I asked my chat about it and they said Rapid over Fire. I could easily see Fire going through there as well. Balz and Vivi are going to be a really nice early match there on the Saturday. TaToH running, going to be a banger as well. And that's kind of one of my highlights in the round of 12. It's what we call it there, Jordan versus TaToH. Oy, 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 oy. That will be somewhat a delayed match on the Saturday. Could go either way. Best of 5. I know both players will train a lot. They will be really well prepared. Could go either way. And then it still is a big task, right? This one could be a round of 6 match, but actually the winner will have to face Mr. Yo most likely. I gave the advantage to Yo here. Could see TaToH go through. And this is a really close one. I think like 55-45 for Jordan, maybe 60-40 for Jordan. Although Jordan performed really well against Viper in this last set, so wouldn't be surprised there. And over there, chat actually mainly said Yo advancing over Jordan, which was a bit surprising to me. So right now ACCM and Yo would be the 2 people advancing. Which brings us to the last set. And that's going to be also an interesting one, but also one with what a lot of people feel could be a clear favorite. Magugu Mihai. A big set there in the round of 48. Would love to see that. Both players obviously with potential, breaking the top 15 in the world there. Both players extremely motivated, putting a lot of time into their 1v1 grind. And I I wouldn't be surprised if they have a really deep run there. But obviously lots of big names in their bracket as well. And yeah, going to be really tricky. I gave it to Magugu here. Nikov advancing, Dowd advancing. Kind of feels pretty standard. Kepoch Dogao at the top. And then Villiselux in the round of 24. That's going to be a really interesting matchup, I believe, as well. Villiser obviously the favorite there, but Lux is a beast of putting you out of your comfort zone. Could be a really interesting Dogao, Kepoch, South American matchup there. Going to be interesting who advances. And at the bottom, I think we will see the rematch, something that we have seen so many times. Nikov against Dowd there. And yeah, we will then see who advances. Villiser against Kepoch. I'm not sure about Dogao Kepoch there. It's a pretty much 50-50 matchup for me. My chat said they favored Kepoch there, which I could see. Kepoch has been performing and has been surprising me multiple times over the last years in tournaments. So yeah, had some great performances. And over there, then we have the finals, and that's like so open as well. It could be Nikov there. Honestly, like I wouldn't be super surprised if Magugu Mihai make a crazy run. Honestly, I'm also a bit scared for Dowd, I have to say. I think, although a TGM qualifier, he looked really solid. What can I say? So, and also there in TGM, he looked solid against Liereyy. So maybe a person that we want to have in the top 10. Obviously, expanding to 10 players, and it still feels like no matter what, we will miss some of the big names, right? Because we can't have everyone included. If we think back into the other brackets, like Yo Jordan might make it through, Villiser Dowd makes it through, but then we are still missing Kepoch, we are missing Nikov, right? We could be missing some other big names. TaToH could not make it, Balz could not make it, Vivi is going to be tricky. And over here, MBL, Valas, ACCM, Vinch, not all of them can make it. So I'm super excited for those brackets. Quick reminder again, Monday till Friday, the round of 48, and then Saturday, like 12-hour broadcast, and we will have like a live feed coming in, like so that I can keep you up to date to all running sets. And on Sunday, we have 3 best of 7s telling you who is going for NAC, and then we repeat the whole thing next week again. I hope you will tune in. That's it from me. Goodbye, Apple lovers. And typical thing, right? As I said earlier, try to screw over the YouTube algorithm. Comment, like, subscribe, all the thingies, so that we get momentum for NAC on YouTube over here. That's it from me. Goodbye, Apple lovers.